Okay, the following photos you will be seeing are of taken from Google Earth of Cullen Road. Here you will see some various points I've taken some of the photographs and videos from, and also here you're going to see the same road and see the distance from Houston, the straight line shot to Houston, so you can kind of get a relative idea of the location of things. Okay, here in the background you can see the back along just above the tree line there. You're going to see a couple of the buildings from downtown Houston, and you will notice how well defined they seem to be, and they seem to be just on the other side of the tree line by not very far, but just on the other side of the tree line there. And from my perspective, having driven this many times, I would say this is where just on the other side of the Beltway 8. But then again, you can see that it is very visible in the scale of the buildings, make them appear to be very close. And as we move towards the Beltway, you're going to notice the anomalies sort of kick in, or the visual phenomenon, whatever it may be. Okay. Here's our next shot. This is roughly, I want to say half a mile up the road from the previous shot. And here you can still see, a couple of the buildings. We're a little closer to the tree line, so it helps to mask, the scale of the building somewhat, but you can still see how visible they are. And you'll also see as we move up the road and we get a clearer shot without so many trees in the way, you'll see the buildings, quite well. And that is coming up pretty soon. Okay, here we are. We're roughly another, maybe about half a mile up the road from here. Half, maybe 3/4 of a mile. Here, back in the distance there, you can still see the buildings. You can also see the overpass in the background with the cars moving across it. You will notice that you should be able to notice, at least I noticed it, that the scale of the building seems to have shrunk down, a fair amount. And it can also bear pointing out that, it's noted at the beginning of the video that the elevation from the start of the video at 518 to where the Beltway is, there's a difference of roughly about 20 feet. So as we near the Beltway, we will reach about the same elevation as the city of Houston is, which is roughly about 50 feet. So we have dropped some 20 feet from Telephone Road, from 518 to Beltway 8. And finally, you're going to see here as we approach the Beltway, the buildings are barely visible at all. You'll see that they barely stand above the house line there, off in the distance, and the buildings that you do see, if you can see them at all, are very minuscule. And also here, as we are driving east along Beltway 8, you can see the city back off in the distance, and you can definitely see the difference in scale. and it really makes you wonder how you got to see the buildings at all. Thank you very much for watching.